Hi guys, welcome to today's video. This is my first time recording a makeup tutorial. Wow, it's probably gonna be not very good, but we're gonna try it anyway. I will be doing more of these and I'm sure I will get better, so it can only go up from here. So, yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to get this Barbie princess makeup tutorial, Miss Erica herself. I'm feeling good right now. I just love this wig. My friend got it for me and I love it so much, and I feel very pretty and I hope I can make y'all feel pretty too. Alright guys, if you want to see how to go from this to this, then keep on watching this video. It's a very simple kind of everyday look. It's just a little more princessy with some lashes and some fun highlight. I do some different things for my different princesses, but for you, this could work for anybody. So yeah, pretty exciting, pretty natural makeup look. Yeah. So, if you want to see how to get this, keep on watching.
Okay, you guys, we're starting off with a clean face, no makeup. I know, it's terrifying, but that's all right. We're going to start with some primer. And I'm just going to rub that in between my hands and start applying it all over my face. Yay! Mission complete. Now I'm going to take my foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I think this is the palest shade. It's called Cloud. I don't know if you can see that. Oh well, it's fine. So I'm going to take some of this and start applying it all over my face with a brush. I know. I said brush. For me, I use a brush to just apply the foundation onto my skin, kind of get an even spread, and then I usually blend it in with a beauty blender. It's just easier for me, but most people use a beauty blender and you totally can. Now, I like to use a brightening concealer, something that's a little lighter than my skin, which is almost impossible to find. So, found one, and I'm going to put that under my eyes. And I'm also going to add some on my eyelids as a base. Woo woo. And going to buff that and tap that in using a beauty blender. Next, I'm going to grab my setting powder. This is Ben Nye from past shows, and a little powder puff that I use to put the powder on. Yeah. And take that, pour some powder on it. I'm going to quickly dab off the creases under my eyes, and then grab my brush loaded up with powder and swipe that under my eyes to make sure that I am crease proof all day. Then I'm going to set the concealer on my eyes so that my eyes don't crease, or my eyeshadow doesn't crease, or it doesn't look bad. And I know this kind of nullifies some of the pigment in the shadows, but it works for me. I don't want to waste my eyeshadow primer, you know. All right. Next, we're going to grab a fluffy brush and grab some of that very much powder, and put it and put it all over my face. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush. This one is nice and round, a little fluffy, but not crazy fluffy. It's a good size. And I'm going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Believe this is semi-sweet. And I'm going to take the shade Nougat, which is a light brown shade, so really you can use any palette. And I'm going to run that right in my crease, a little bit above my crease as well, but not all the way up to the brow. You can keep building the shade until you're happy with it, and the trick is to just keep blending. Just keep swiping and swirling your brush in that area to make sure it's nice and feathered out and blended. I'm not the best when it comes to blending, so really fluffy brushes are the best key to figuring out how to blend. Yeah. This next shade is called Mousse, but it's really just a medium brown. I'm going to take some of that color, not as much, and I'm going to run that right in my crease just to deepen up the color. Oh, got some in my eye. Oh, goodness. Then I'm going to take the shade Truffled. It's a dark chocolate shade. And I'm going to put that right on the outer edge of my eye, towards my eyelid, on my actual eyelid, just to give this kind of smoky, very pretty look. After putting it right on the outer edge, I'm going to run that last little bit through my crease, just to give it that final deepening. As you can see here. Yee, 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 yee. Now I'm going to take this smaller round brush, which I really like because I can wave it like a wand. Ooh, expecto patronum. All right, we're going to keep going now. I'm going to use a highlighting palette. This is from ColourPop, but you can really use any highlighter you want. I'm going to take this middle pearlescent shade, and I'm going to run that right in the inner third of my eye, next to that dark brown shade, and this is really going to open up our eyes and bring a lot of interest to them. Here are the eyes so far. Now, because we're being an animated princess, I like to use a white eyeliner. I'm using NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. And I'm going to run that right in my waterline just to open up our eyes and make it a little more cartoony. Now I'm going to take this flat-headed fluffy brush. This is pretty dense and it's perfect for under the eyes. And I'm going to take that medium shade again. And I'm going to take that brush and run it right under my eyes. This will define out our trick and illusion to make our eyes look a little bigger. Now I'm going to take that deep brown shade again and I'm going to run that right under my lash line, but not in the white liner, just to really deepen it up and smoke it out. Now we're going to take a deep brown liner. This one is really pretty. And because I was trying to match my friend who usually doesn't do black winged liner, I was doing something a little more natural, but still me. So I'm going to line my eyes and we're going to do a small wing. And by small, I mean medium-sized wing because I love wings and I don't know when to stop. To create the wing, I'm going to start by creating a flat line pointed towards the end of my brow. And then I create a downward point from there. Not a downward point, but a downward line back towards my eye to create the point. There we go. How about speaking? That's a skill I'd like to have. Here is the eyeshadow and eyeliner all completed. Now, let's move on to lashes. For my lashes, I got these at the drugstore. They are pretty nice. I believe they're by a brand called Kiss, and they're really nice lashes. And I'm just going to use some Duo adhesive for my lashes. Going to spread that on. All right, now I'm going to apply some glue on the lash band, and I usually really like to get those corners, the outer edge and inner edge of the lash, just so that they don't come off or try and lift while they're on my eyes. And while I'm waiting for that to get tacky, I'm going to curl my lashes. Pro tip, make sure when you're curling your lashes to open it up before you remove it from your eye. I've heard too many horror stories of people ripping off their lashes. Wow, now that that's over, we're going to apply the lashes. For beginners, I would say tweezers are the easiest to place them exactly where you want them, but I've learned to use my fingers. Make sure you get as close to the lash line as possible without getting your actual lashes in there, or else it'll rip them off. Again, lots of ripping. And ta-da! Yay! Lashes are on. Now it's time for mascara. You can use any mascara that you want, desire, and I'm going to take that mascara and start applying it to my real lashes. Get nice and in there, all the way to the base, and just blend those into my false lashes. Now here's the technique that I use. It's not the best technique, but it works for me. I'm going to take my fingers and squeeze the newly mascaraed lashes while they're still wet, and I'm going to push them into my false lashes with my two fingers so that they stick together without having them rip off later, and so that I don't have two separate lashes. And there we go. Time to grab that mascara again, ladies and gentlemen, and apply it to our bottom lashes. Make sure to apply an even coat on all of your bottom lashes. This step is also optional if you don't like doing your bottom lashes. Here are the eyes all complete. Next up is brows. I'm going to take this e.l.f. brow pencil, should be very affordable. I'm going to use the spoolie on one end and comb that through my brows just to make sure all of the brow hairs are going the right way. And I'm going to grab the pencil part. And the best way I can describe brows is like when you have a coloring page and the colors are already there, but you have to draw the outline. So really just using your natural brows or the brows you already have as a guide and filling them in how you want. I'm also not the best at doing brows, but it just takes a lot of practice to get your brows just exactly the way you want. So play around with it, really, is my best advice. And the brows are completed. Now I'm going to take a denser brush. This is a blush brush. Yep, that's what it is. And I'm going to take my Doll 10 palette and I'm going to use this warm medium shade and I'm going to bronze up the face. Again, I was trying to match my friend who is a little tanner than me, and she looks great and I look great, but I wanted to look a little more like her. So I'm just bronzing up the face on the high points of my forehead and on my cheeks. And if you ever put too much on, like I usually do, you can, as Lipstick Nick says, veil it for an easier blend. Now I'm going to take these two blush shades and kind of mix them together to create a very pretty blush. And What? Okay, in the viewfinder, this looks insane. This looks orange. Okay, it doesn't look that bad on your screen, but on the viewfinder, it looks a little crazy. Oh my God. What is that? Okay, okay. Again, let's veil, as Lipstick Nick says. Let's veil, folks. And whew, I fixed it. Thank goodness. Highlight. I'm grabbing a flatter but rounder kind of brush. It's almost like the blush brush's baby. And I'm going to take that and load it up with some highlight and just go to town, boys. I'm using the same highlighter that I used on my eyes. Take this smaller brush and do some nose contour. So I'm just going to take this neutral shade in the palette that's a little darker than my skin tone, and it's very cool toned as well. And I'm going to take it on each side of my nose to create a smaller bridge, and on the bottom of my nose to create a sort of button nose. And then quickly highlight the nose. To finish us off, I'm going to do my lips with the Maybelline Superstay liquid lipstick. This is my all-time favorite. It stays on through anything. So it's perfect for shows, perfect for conventions, and it's also drugstore, so it's not $1 million. And there you have it. Now all we need to do is add the wig and some accessories, and we are donezo. Thank you guys so much for watching my first makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sure I will just get better from here, and I'm really excited that I got to start with one of my favorite childhood movies. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you, and leave a comment down below, subscribe. I'd love to hear your feedback, what you want me to do on this channel, and wow, I'm posing for a long time. All right, thanks for watching. Bye!